The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. He finds his man complete. That's 4. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
To throw is Sanders. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Oh, the gain of 3 on the play. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bills' 39-yard line.
Now Sanders. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Ready. 50, green. Hut.
An inside run with Jenkins. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Here we go, set, go.
Jenkins. It's going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Play lost a yard.
Right, 97.
It's now 3rd and goal.
On the handoff, this is Jenkins. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That was the kind of play that this defense needed because it has not been a good half for them on that side of the football. Maybe they can use that one to regroup a little bit and start to play a little bit better.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Let's go. Chapter 11.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Come 19.
Hooker's going to throw it. Completes it to Coleman. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Chapter 60. Dragon 60. Ready, go.
A final shot before break. Hooker. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. They scored here. This one is pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on the way to a lopsided victory.
First down, right back to Jenkins. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they wouldn't move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This now a 3rd and 4.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
On the ground, this is Jenkins. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15. Inside the 5, superb. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Allen going to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Well, they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they certainly aren't ready up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Throwing now is Allen. He's got the connection to Moore. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Martin Emerson.
Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready.
Again, here's Jenkins. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready. Ready.
They'll give it to Jenkins. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
30. Hut.
On 3rd down, here's Jenkins. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down.
A 2-yard gain.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Allen. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And again, it's Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's Moore. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
And he takes it in across the track for a Bills touchdown. Zamir White with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. He's across midfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Brandon Ayuk, 65 yards. And the Browns extend their lead yet again. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Oh, and that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
To the air, Allen has his man. It's Shazier. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. Here's Allen. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Allen to throw once more. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. That is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And, CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, how you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead.
They'll run from the gun. It's Jenkins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They need 12 here. It's third down.
Bringing up third and 12.
To throw now. Here's Sanders. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, then they put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. A short throw to Musgrave. Now the ball comes loose. And one of the linebackers has got it. He's on his way. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the run.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Ready?
That handoff to Ford up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jerome Ford taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Browns stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Bills.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his third of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on. Here's second and 10. Now Allen. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47.
Middle.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Now a second and 10. Now Allen. That's going to be caught downfield by Chark. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. DJ Chark. 46 yards. And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Cover this one up. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from walking down a game. Right now,
and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. With his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bills 13.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Alert, alert, alert.
To throw, it's Allen. Guys, man, complete over the middle. That's more. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Allen now looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
First down, Buffalo.
They'll look to throw again. Shakir hauls it in. Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Browns' 42-yard line.
Alert!
Allen. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Bill.
Now Allen again. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run straight ahead here with White. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. This offense so far on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Allen. And that will be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. That's going left, and Prater missed it. It's no good, and they will remain well behind.
Looked like you might have overcompensated there for being on the right hash because you've got to make sure you get the angle right. But that time he started it too far left and winds up hooking it way too far.
The Browns drive about to get started. I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do go and get more, oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake because that one might be a little bit on the tense side the way that this one is turning out.
Stopped short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
No gain on the play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Striker, 3-3. Here we go, here we go. 45, set.
Throwing, Sanders. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ballgame as it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Shot. 17. Come on. Set. Ready.
They'll run on 1st down. Sampson. Terrell Bernard is in on the tackle.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Sanders. And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow. Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The Cleveland offense ready to go as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. And this one incomplete. And all that remains is 13 seconds. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
60 red. 60 red. Hut, hut.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Wide open receiver complete. Still on his feet. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Browns 65, Bills 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And that final kickoff